Greetings family, greetings brothers and sisters. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos, and as we rant, as we celebrate, as we reveal the crazy things that are happening in our mother continent, or our parent continent, our father continent of Africa. And we normally celebrate the newest model of leadership, that is the AES. And today we want to reveal something that is crazy, and that was revealed just by Ibrahim Traore. And what did he say?
While doing the budget arbitration in 2024, I realized something very serious, and it happens in almost all African countries, especially francophone countries. Can you imagine that in all our institutions, all our ministries, there were budget lines reserved only for those media? It was while doing the arbitration that I discovered that in every ministry, in every institution, there is a budget line dedicated to that. So a systematic transfer to media like Jeune Afrique, Le Monde, and so on. And they send us their newspapers. So whether we want to read them or not, our budget was transferred to those media, and they often write to destroy us. And this happens in almost all African countries, especially francophone ones. Even better, they have devised the scheme of funding companies in our countries, usually state-owned companies that are financially stable, to be shareholders in their media. And you know that a media outlet doesn't necessarily produce something. So if you are a shareholder, very often you have to inject money to allow the channel to operate because you are not expecting a profit. And there too, we just discovered not very long ago with the new general director who arrived in a company, it turned out that the company in Burkina Faso is a shareholder of those media. And at the board of directors, it was about transferring money, which is what usually happens. So he took care to report back to understand, and we said to stop that immediately and to withdraw from their capital. Certainly, they will not be able to reimburse us what they owe us, but we are not going to continue giving them money every year. In Burkina Faso, for example, it was Lonabe they had targeted, and it was Lonabe that was a shareholder in media like Jeune Afrique. So it goes without saying that these media are fundamentally against us. They will never speak well of us, and we will not allow to us continuing to support them. And this happens in many countries, and it would be good for all African countries to wake up and for us to stop this.
Francophone African states, you know them, except the AES, will be funding the French media outlets like Le Monde, Jeune Afrique, RFI, France 24, exactly. And this is what we can call foolishness, because imagine these guys in Africa will be funded by these countries. This is just something, this is just making it official. But normally, I'm sure they have been funding this media. And you're funding a media to tell you propaganda, to keep on keeping you on that loop of mental slavery. How now that these people are in your country, they are giving you fake news and you are paying them?
Paul Biya will gladly do so. Which is the media that recently introduced a youth,
of course,
program,
it's
RFI?
RFI, and they have a sister channel called Zoa, and they are saying it's a younger sister media that is
to be funded,
being led by young Africans for young Africans.
To be funded by Jomaifai, so that a young Senegalese can continue thinking that France is the best, just as he thinks that France is the best that has ever happened in his country. He went to expose himself during the United Nations General Assembly 2025. He said that France is the best, and he wants to continue this mental colonization by now giving the young people a chance to redistribute this news so that the rest of Senegalese will, trust and believe that France is the only savior that can ever happen to you. Very unfortunate. And to see that we have citizen journalism, we have, freedom of speech, you will barely see young people from, I don't know, maybe it's because we are not able to see French media and French channels, but you barely see like those young Senegal. Maybe they are. Have you seen them?
No.
Young Senegalese, just like you find
I think they are, because on the picture we saw, them, and we also learned that the chief editor is also African. It's a Senegalese.
No, I'm talking about young independent journalists, just like who are
Of course
doing
they are not-
citizen
they are
journalism,
not.
who are reporting the issues as they are. So it means that the Senegalese young people themselves are way asleep. They don't realize what is happening in their country. And when these things happen, like the RFIs will be funded, for them it will be a celebration, because it will mean that they are now going to be employed by these stations. It will mean opportunities for
It's
them.
employment opportunities.
Yeah, for them. And they're not seeing beyond what this employment opportunity is doing to their mind and to their mental enslavement.
Yeah. But anyway, until we wake up, like for example, you see, we reported last week how the medias of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger came together to ensure that the people are getting quality
The right
information.
information.
Yeah, the right information. Then you see the government of the 3S countries making sure that they are cross-checking what is being reported to the people, because they know that these medias, especially from the medias we have reported, RFI, France 24, Le Monde, Jeune Afrique, they will ensure that before these people report to the people of these countries, they have checked,
yeah.
and if you report something that is not real,
in trouble.
propaganda or misinformation, you are chased out of this country, or you are fined a very huge fine that you ensure that you don't repeat again. So this is the way that every country should do. But now imagine you are not doing this, you are not counter-checking because it belongs to the master. Then you are now to fund the people, you pay the reporters who are there, you pay for the news, you pay for this. Did you ask for it? No. But because it's the master, who said, you find Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Gabon, all these Senegal, all these countries will be funding these countries to get whatever information that will be, cross-checked in France to ensure that they
report a good picture.
A good picture of France, and also brainwash our people.
What something else that we need to remember is that France is very broke, in the verge of collapse, honestly.
Yeah.
So they cannot be able to fund this media.
Yeah.
And if they
This
cannot fund it, it has to continue, because without these France 24s and RFI, it will be
finished.
over. So the information war is there, and it has to continue despite the fact that you are bankrupt, you are collapsing. It has to continue. So what has to happen? Senegal, Cameroon,
Cote
Benin
d'Ivoire.
has to be the one to inject financial, the financial muscle
because
into it.
the truth is, Africa is very rich.
That's it.
Africa, and Traore keeps on saying, you may not understand how rich Africa is, but it's the poorest. I mean, it's crazy. And another thing is, do you know, to watch this their TV, BBC, CNN and all that, you have to pay for cable TV.
Subscription.
You have to pay for subscription. But some years ago, France 24 just came and saying it's free. Everywhere in Africa it's free. And we were like,
how?
And then we were very asleep, actually. We used to watch France 24 because that's where we could get international
news. Yeah.
Until we realized now they be reporting what they want us to know. But you have to pay, and that's the good thing about it. You have to pay for them for you to get their news. That means our poor people in the villages don't.
Nonsense.
The problem comes when now our local media will be referencing Reuters, BBC, CNN, and now it becomes like our own media is now brainwashing us using that. So it's crazy.
Wow.
But it gets crazier where you have now, your government have to pay them they pay them. This is the crazy part. They pay them, then you have to pay for the cable news. I mean, it's
only Paul Biya and Talons and all of them
Ouattara
can do that. Honestly, the rest of our sane AS leaders can never find themselves in such situations. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section. Are you like, do you get what is happening here? The kind of cards that France is trying to pull and play with these countries. And why are they so stupid that they don't realize what is happening, what is going on here? Please support us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Or support us by buying us coffee. That is the best. We love that more than the rest. Buying us coffee, super thanking, super chatting.
And by the way, we had our merchandise on T-Public. You guys had ordered, and we are so sorry that, you know, these are not our platform. Immediately, you know, we got
Orders.
our orders, it was closed, and they didn't even say why.
Do they refund?
Yeah, they will refund.
Okay.
But we are very sorry. We are working on getting back our merchandise on a different platform, which we will let you know. So sorry for that.
But we do have Elegant Maasai.
Yeah, we have Elegant Maasai. It's our website. You buy, we ship. You can still use Elegant Maasai, and we will be getting another platform for our merchandise, probably Redbubble or Spring. And as we do that, support us by buying us coffee. We will appreciate. Thank you so much.
See you in the next one.
Bye bye.